Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be, I'm doing something a bit different. I was going to originally do my whole August TBR that's on my shelf behind me, but I realised that's probably going to be a lot of books for me to film. So I'm doing like I wouldn't say it's my top 5, but it's a random mix of books that I have in my list that I'm going to talk about that I'm really excited to read in August. So I think there's a mixture of different genres, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So the first book I'm going to talk about is Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I know that this was really popular, probably a few years back now, or a year or so back, I want to say. And yes, I'm only just getting around to it. Welcome to my channel where we read popular books a year later than they are popular, and they are no longer popular, but we enjoy it just the same. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. The cover looks great. I love the rainbow. I love like the wave, and it's not my first Gabrielle Zevin book I've read because I recently read The Storied Life of A.J. Thurkey and absolutely loved it. If you love like books that are based around the bookshop and have like emotional elements to it, I think you'll love it. It was I think it was 5 stars for me. I remember rating it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it, and it was a quick like read in an afternoon read for me. Whereas I don't know if this one will be, because I've heard it's there's a lot goes into this one. The blurb is as follows. The global bestseller. This is the story of Sam and Sadie. It's not a romance, but it is about love. When Sam catches sight of Sadie at a crowded train station one winter morning, he is catapulted back to the brief time they spent playing together as children. Their unique spark is instantly reignited. What comes next is a story of friendship and rivalry, fame and creativity, betrayal and tragedy, perfect worlds and imperfect ones, and ultimately our need to connect, to be loved and to love. It just sounds really cute. Well, emotional and cute. I think maybe that's what Gabrielle Zevin is known for, because like I said, her other book that I read was quite pulling at the heartstrings and just really beautiful. So I'm sure this one will be just as equally beautiful. On to the next one. The next book I'm going to show off is To Sir Philip with Love by Julia Quinn, and it's not everyone's cover of the book because I got the Olympic Crate special editions that were probably more money than I should have paid, but they're absolutely gorgeous and they all have sprayed edges and they're foiled and everything. I don't have a blurb for this one, but I do know it's about when I can swap husband. Hang on. I do know it's about Eloise and her kind of falling in love with Sir Philip. It'll be interesting to read this book after like seeing what they've done in the show with Eloise's character. I'm very intrigued because of course this is the next book after. Well, actually, I don't know which order. I think this is the book after Penelope's even. I call her Pen because everyone online calls her Pen and she's just like a friend. But yeah, so this is To Sir Philip with Love. And it's Eloise's Bridgerton story. I don't know really what to expect. Like I said, I'm thinking hopefully that, because I really love Eloise as a character. I love that she's feminist. She's a feminist. I love that she's like all about books and literature and stuff, and I think it'll be really interesting. I know some of the book is her writing letters to Sir Philip, I believe, and to Sir Philip with Love seems like a very type of letter sign off thing. But when I can lift it up, I'll just take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous this cover is, because it is absolutely gorgeous. And of course the spine matches the rest of the set, and they all kind of match, but it's a gorgeous set. So I'm really excited to read this one. It's also a cute book to just kind of travel with because it's a perfect size. It's not too big and it's not too small, and which will come in handy because I am staying at my grandparents' house at the beginning of August. So I'm really excited about that, and it means I'll have some good books to take with me. So this was Julia Quinn's To Sir Philip with Love. On to the next one. Now this next book is a bit of a new one that I'm showing on my channel because I don't know if this is a secret that I've kept so far, but I am a utter true crime junkie. I love anything true crime. Like anything. I literally watch loads of stuff on YouTube to do true crime. I love anything murdery, or I'm even like hooked on paranormal stuff. I'm actually watching the Addicted to the Paranormal Files YouTube channel on YouTube because it's just so good. But I have a very dark and twisty side. So this book is inside the mind of the Yorkshire Ripper, and I'm actually going to be reading it with a friend in real life, and I'm very excited. Because I think most people in my local area know about the Yorkshire Ripper, but I guess if you're from further afield or abroad, you might not. So I'm hoping, if I read the blurb, you'll kind of figure out what the book's about. The fullest possible account of the crimes of Peter Sutcliffe, the Yorkshire Ripper, including those he was not charged with and has never previously been connected to. The police believed that Sutcliffe attacked women only in Manchester and West Yorkshire, travelling in his car. The author showed that, in fact, he attacked his victims across the UK and sometimes even overseas while driving his employer's lorry. Now that Sutcliffe is dead, the full extent of his crimes cannot be known, but authors Chris Clark and Tim Hicks have meticulously researched his life, and in this definite investigation, they reveal many previous unknown victims for the first time. The book includes a number of first-hand accounts from women and children who narrowly escaped death at Sutcliffe's hands. The police failed to deliver justice for the victims' families, both in the original investigation and in subsequent cold case reviews, and the media has failed to hold them to account for this failure. The author's hope is that by revealing all Sutcliffe's attacks and telling the victims' stories, they can help to bring closure for friends and relatives of his victims, both those who are known and those who have remained unacknowledged until now. So that sounds pretty amazing. I'm really excited. I'm glad I'm going to be reading it with a friend, because it might be a lot to unpack and it might be really heavy, because some of these books tend to be kind of heavy, in like the emotional sense, not the actual heavy holding it sense. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I find it fascinating, and I find like I feel like it's really morbid to say that I find like the Yorkshire Ripper really fascinating, but just the way like the whole investigation was carried out and subsequent things to do with that, it happened in the 70s, like I want to say late 70s, early 80s, I believe, and it was just gross misconduct on a massive scale for like the West Yorkshire Police, and as it was kind of happening. As it happened local to me, it's kind of history that I feel like more people should know about and understand. So yeah, this is the Inside the Mind of the Yorkshire Ripper, the final investigation by Chris Clark and Tim Hicks. Now, this next book I'm really excited for. I've joined onto a book tour with Love Book Tours to read this arc called Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch by Cody Crowley. I was reading that upside down, bear with me please. I'm really excited about this book. For those that haven't been haven't seen some of my previous videos, I have only started reading advanced readers copies this year, but I absolutely love them, and this one is even more exciting because the publisher is Hyperion, like Disney Hyperion, who do a mass load of books, and they even publish some of Rick Riordan's, who's one of my favourite authors, so I am blown away to be part of this book tour and advanced readers copy reviewing situation. So let me read the blurb. By the way, I think it's classed as young adult. It's very much giving me Good Girls Guide to Murder vibes. But like I said, I'll read the blurb. They think they killed a girl. They only made a monster. Annie Lane was murdered, but that won't slow her down. The mountain her body was dumped on is legendary for raising the dead. So after waking up in the same frigid water that hides her corpse, Annie surges into her backwoods hometown hellbent on revenge. The problem is, Annie can't remember who killed her, and the list of people who might have wanted to isn't exactly short. There's her toxic mum, who spends her rare sober moments ripping Annie a new one. There's her boss at the diner, who's always been a little too friendly. And there's her cheating ex and his creepy bandmates, who who are just shit-brained enough to think they could get away with it. All she has to go on are tequila-fogged memories and a blood-stained leather jacket. But Annie won't stop until she gets what she came for. Someone knows the truth. Someone is to blame. Someone has to pay for what happened to Annie Lane. Furious, fast-paced, and darkly funny, Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch is at once a propulsive mystery and an exhilarating love letter to anyone who's ever been told to be a good girl, or else. Sounds amazing. I have to read this before the 13th of August because my review will go live on Instagram on the 13th of August. So if you want to see my opinions on this book, I might do a short video on it and tell you my thoughts and feelings, but I may just do my review on Instagram, and you can find me there at Girl of Books and Wheels _ instead of spaces. But yeah, this is Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch by Cody Crowley. So I am incredibly, and I mean incredibly, excited to finally be getting to read Girl, Goddess and Queen by B. Fitzgerald. When I say this has been on my shelf for a while and I haven't touched it, I mean it. And I know that makes me sound really bad, but as I said, I have started using a TBR jar to pick out my TBR for the month ahead, which sometimes means I don't always get the books I want, but I finally got this and I'm very excited. So this is Girl, Goddess, Queen by B. Fitzgerald, and it is a modern Greek mythology retelling. I'll read the quick blurb that's on the back, and then I'll talk to you a bit more about it. Thousands of years ago, the gods told a lie. Persephone wasn't taken to hell. She jumped. There was no way she was going to be quietly married off to some smug god. Now she's taking matters into her own hands, with plans that will shake Mount Olympus to its core. Brings to life timeless gods, the complex intimacy of family bonds, a fierce protagonist, and a passionate slow burn romance. Sue Lynn, and that was from Sue Lynn Tam, who's the Sunday Times best-selling author of The Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which is actually another book that I would really love to have at some point to display on my shelf. I keep seeing copies on Vinted and I'm really wanting to, but I don't know if I have the space right now. We'll see. But I'm exceptionally looking forward to this gorgeous book, because, again, another thing about me is I love anything Hades and Persephone related. Like, I'd kind of make it my personality, because I also love Greek mythology. I'm also just going to open this to show you the inside artwork, because I think it's beautiful. And if I can take the dust cover off slowly, I can show the front artwork. Look, it's just, this book is an absolutely gorgeous one, and I absolutely adore Persephone, and also the pink cover, well, pink dust jacket just makes me very happy. I'm hoping this lives up to everyone's, like, reviews that they've been giving online, and I'm hoping I love it just as much. So, yeah, my last book I'm really excited for to read in August is Girl, Goddess and Queen by B. Fitzgerald. So these are just some of the books that I am excited to read in August. Of course there will be other books that I'm going to read throughout the month. As I said, you can keep up with what I'm reading and kind of my in-between video stuff on Instagram at Girl of Books and Wheels. And yeah, comment down below, tell me what you're excited to read in August, like what you're looking forward to, what your vibes are going to be. And I mean, I know some people are probably thinking, why isn't she reading like more summer vibes reads? But I'm backwards and read summer stuff in winter when I want to feel warm and cozy and not like it's torrentially raining outside. That's how my brain works. So I do want my dark and twisty stuff in the warmer months, and then when it gets to winter, I'm like, ooh, nice cozy reads with romance and love, and I can put like a fake fireplace on the TV and pretend I'm in like my own little cozy romance type thing. That's what I do. I haven't done the fireplace thing actually, but I probably should. I think it would really annoy my partner though, and I don't think he'd be happy with just having a random fireplace on the TV all the time. But when I'm on my own on a morning, perfect. I can just put it on when I've got my Kindle. Yeah, let me know what your favourite reads or the ones you're excited to read in August are going to be. And I'm actually planning, I think my next video will be having a bunch of books and just doing a massive review haul again. I tend to like doing massive, big review videos on YouTube just because I find making shorter form content is harder for me. But yeah, that's the video for another day. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your bookish friends, and engage me in any way possible. Thanks for watching.